record this. All right. So Judy, first I just want to thank you for giving me this opportunity. First question I got for you is, I know that Kobus has sent me your number quite a while ago, and yeah, I think we struggled to get an appointment, or you said, we could just wait a little bit. What has changed your mind to get this presentation, or to do this presentation now?
Well, before the whole lockdown, well, I suppose that is a factor, but before I was a little bit skeptical about it all. I was uncertain.
Okay.
I just thought, because I do have investments, I have my own investments, everything.
Okay.
But then, but actually, I think it was one of my clients actually asked me if I knew anyone who actually, does this sort of thing. So I forwarded Kobus's name to him.
Okay.
And then it made me think, because I know he is into he's got loads of investments through me, and now he also wants to do the trading. And it made me actually think about it more. So I was like, actually, let me just give it a try.
Okay.
See what it's about.
Okay, so obviously being in the financial sector, you will have access to a lot of people that also might want to get involved in this.
Yeah.
Okay, fantastic. Because I'm going to speak to you a little bit later about that, about how getting other people also involved. Obviously, that is you're not obliged to do it, but you and those people can obviously benefit from that. Okay, fantastic. So, seeing that you are already in the financial business, in the financial sector, there's a lot of the stuff that I'm going to explain to you that you might already know, but I'm just going to run through everything quickly. I've got quite a large presentation, but I don't want to waste your time. I'm going to try and keep this down to at least 30 minutes for the presentation. At any point in time, if you can't hear what I'm saying, you can just chip in and tell me, or if you have a question, I don't know, sometimes the Zoom sound gets a bit delayed, so you can just say, wait a minute, can I ask you something, and then we'll carry on from there. Okay, fantastic. So first thing I'm going to do, Judy, is I'm going to share my screen with you.
Yeah.
All right. So at the moment, I am working for a company called Stock Market College. I'm just going to open this Microsoft presentation quickly. I'm not going to go through the whole thing. Just take you through explaining a little bit about our company and what we do, so you can get a bit of a broader look of what we are. Can you see my screen?
Yep.
Okay, fantastic. So I work for a company called Stock Market College. We belong to a larger group called the Hargel Group of Companies. Now, the Hargel Group of Companies consist out of 4 entities. The three of those entities would be obviously our independent distributors, the sales and marketing offices. There's about 43 or 42 branches across the African continent. We are not only locally, we are also in Namibia, Botswana, Zambia, Kenya, and we're trying to go to New Zealand, but due to the COVID-19, we're struggling a bit with that. So all of our sales and marketing distributors. Then our main focus is the Stock Market College. Stock Market College is basically exactly what it says. We teach people how to invest their money directly on the stock market. Now, unlike some of the other companies out there, where, for instance, and I'm sure with Liberty as well, you will try and get people to give you their money, and then obviously your department or a higher department will then invest their money for them, and they will get either paid dividends or interest on a yearly basis. Am I correct?
Yep.
Okay, so what we basically do is we want to show the people, we teach the people what those financial, the portfolio managers and the stockbrokers of your company do with the money. So instead of having the whole route of the money going through all the people, we show you how to invest directly on the stock market.
Yeah.
Now, you'll see that on the JSE. Stock Market College is CETA accredited, which means we are a registered educational facility that can provide a financial education to any people or any persons, so individuals. And Bank CETA is obviously a department of or a division of the Department of Higher Education. All the major universities and colleges have to be registered there in order to give education. And then obviously we've got Quick Trade, which is our stockbroker. We are also registered by the Financial Services Board, which is now known as the Financial Sector Conduct Authority. and our license number is 45262. The nice thing about this is that you can just go on the FSCA website, type in our financial license number, and then it will appear there with all the big companies that are doing investments. And then we've got a little sideline thingy called One Life Direct Insurance, but that's a whole different story, which is not really part of these three companies over here. Okay, I'm going to, as we go on with the presentation, I'm going to take pictures of some of the stuff that I'm presenting to you, whether it's on my computer screen or on the board behind me, just so you can be updated with everything, and if you want to go through them again after the presentation. Okay, the next slide I've got here is both of our certificates, the bank CETA certificate and then our license certificate, which I'm also sending to you now. Are you doing a Zoom from your laptop or from your phone?
From my laptop.
Okay, fantastic. Yeah, it's just there's a lot of stuff that I want to share with you that's just going to be a little bit better to see over the screen of the laptop. Okay, so our head office of Stock Market College is based in Johannesburg. We do have a branch somewhere there in Durban. I'm not exactly sure where that branch is, but I'll find out for you. But the nice thing now...
My brother-in-law.
Sorry?
I've actually seen the Stock Market College. Also, I know you guys are like legitimate and everything. As my brother-in-law actually went to classes there.
Oh, okay. Yeah, sorry, man. You told me the other day. Yeah. Okay, fantastic. Yeah, the nice thing now is that the lockdown kind of forced us to do everything online, and it's been working out fantastically. So it doesn't really matter where the branches are, as long as you've got access to internet and willingness, then it can happen. So yeah, there's a little picture of our offices. I'm going to play a short video a little bit later, and then obviously I'm from the Cape Town offices in the Western Cape in Bellville. Okay, now Judy, what we basically do is we are directly linked with the Johannesburg Stock Exchange, our quick trade division. And it doesn't really matter if you are Bill Gates or if you are a petrol attendant at the Shell garage. If you want to trade stocks on the stock market, then you need to go through a stockbroker. That stockbroker then has access to the JSE. Okay. Now, the nice thing about this is that you cut out quite a bit of people in between in order for you to, because those people get paid and they drive the fancy cars and live in the big houses, and they make all of that money, or they make all of that success with your money. Okay, now another nice thing is that the economy is currently dropping. We all know that, which is quite bad for the country. But the upside of it is
it's going to get better.
Well, it is going to get better. And what's a bonus for me, for instance, is that all of these companies on the JSE, and obviously some of the commodities, the prices of the share have dropped so much that it is literally at the lowest point it has ever been.
I heard a webinar the other day about it. It was one of economist. It was for a company economist, a doctor economist, and he was just saying with the whole trends for the JSE and everything, and it has been the lowest it has been since in some companies since 1998.
Yes.
But they're expecting it for increase. Well, it's cheap prices, but the from the dividends and everything, it's going to be increasing.
Yes. Yeah, definitely. And obviously things are going to slowly but surely get back to normal. And if you get in at the right time now, just for an example, I don't know if you're familiar with a company called Sasol.
Yeah.
Okay, so Sasol, their share prices dropped, I think, up until like...
I know quite a few people who bought shares with Sasol. Quite a few of the managers. A lot of managers I know bought a lot of shares.
Yeah, no, I didn't let that one pass. As soon as that did, I think it was on 23 Rand a share.
Yeah.
I bought quite a few of those. And I mean, it went up now. I think Sasol is trading at 87 or 93 Rand again.
This is also why I'm doing this now, because it's ultimate. Opportunity.
And I was showing some of my consultants this morning as well. If you take, for instance, the one of the things that's linked with Sasol is the oil price, and the oil price has also dropped till $20 a barrel, and it's back up to I think 30 or 40 something dollars a barrel, and that's just over 10 I think it's at $32 now. So that's just over $10 a barrel that you could have made profit. And that's also one of the stocks that I got into about two or 3 weeks ago. But yeah, to get back to the point, the nice thing is that, well, it's not nice for the companies now, but the prices are so low that whatever you buy at this moment, you are guaranteed to make a profit within the next, 5 to 6 months. And whether there's a lockdown or not, there's the JSE and all the stock markets will always carry on. And if you know what you are doing, then you will always be making money. Okay, so now, if I can ask you to rate your knowledge on the Johannesburg Securities Exchange on a scale from 0 to 10, how much do you know?
The Securities Exchange.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the JSE.
Yeah. Probably like a 6.
About a 6. Okay, well, it's a lot more than most of the clients. So obviously, you know that once people want to invest, there's movement in the stock market. Shares goes up, shares goes down. All right. Now, knowing when to buy is the key. A lot of people want to join the stock market, or they want to trade Forex, or they just want to trade stocks in general. But when it comes to actually the education part of it, and that's the thing that I see a lot with our clients, they've opened trading accounts with numerous companies, whether it's in dollars or in South African rands. Then they deposit money into it, and then they will get this. They will just go and buy. Well, they'll think that, for instance, MTN is a good buy, and then they go buy, and then they lose their money, and then they wonder, but why? Why have I lost my money? Now, this is where our college comes in. We teach our people when to buy and when to sell. So with the current movement of any stocks out there, you've got your ups and you've got your downs. Now, what a lot of people don't know is, if you, let's say, for instance, if you watch the news in the evening, and at the end of the news, they will always have a little bit of the financial markets, and then the thing that appeals to the people the most is the red arrows that go down and the green arrows that go up. Have you seen them before?
Yeah.
Okay, so now the question that I always ask the people is, once you see the green arrow, what in your mind does that tell you? What do you see if you see the green arrow? What does it mean for you?
Well, the share price per unit has gone up.
Share price per unit has gone up. So that means that if someone had to buy at a low price for that specific company or share, and obviously it went up, that green arrow takes place, and they sell it at a higher price, that means they make profit. Am I correct?
Yeah.
Okay, so now that is what we mean. That is what we call a long trade. Now, a lot of people that know about the stock market don't know about the next thing I'm going to tell you. If you see this one is now blue, I forgot to make it red, but this one is let's say this is the red arrow, and it goes down. What does it tell you in your mind?
Made a loss in a way.
Okay, that is what everybody says. That does not necessarily means that you made a loss. The value of the company has dropped.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, now this is where the short trade comes in. And people don't know this. This is ridiculous. I actually only found this out about 7 years ago. I started working for the company 10 years ago. And 7 years ago, I actually only discovered the short trade. I'm like, what the hell is the short trade? You can actually make money on the loss of a company. So you sell shares that you don't yet own, and you go buy it back by someone else, or you go buy it at someone else for a cheaper price. So whether the market is going up or down, you have got money to be made. Okay, so now what I want to show you is quickly, if you can just watch on your phone, I'll send you a couple of pictures before the time. You'll see that, let's look at the first picture. The first picture, it looks like a couple of SMSs. You see that one?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so you'll see that every SMS starts with QT trading signal, and then it gives you the date and then the certain share or the Forex, the currency, and then it says buy at so and so and so. Okay, that is when you do a long trade. We will tell you to buy at so and so price, and then it says TP, which is take profit at the next price, and so on and so on. Now I want you to go to the second picture. You'll see that the first picture was for the 7th of May. That was today.
Yeah.
And then the second one was obviously for yesterday. So now you'll see that the first three signals that we sent yesterday. Same story. It says QT trading signal, the date, the currency, and then it says sell.
Yeah.
See that? And that means that you're going to have to be able to do, or you're going to have to do a short trade. So then you are going to trade the market downwards, and then you can still make money. So a lot of people has got a misconception of the stock market where you can only make money when the shares are going up. You can actually make money and the interests are a little bit lower when the shares are actually going down. Okay, so any questions for me?
None so far.
Okay, fantastic. So now the basic thing, the biggest thing, the biggest problem, which I think we have not only in South Africa, but around the world is we all work for an income, okay?
Yeah.
That is based on either our salary or, either extra commission or whatever the case may be, getting a second job, which is not an option at this moment. But we all earn an income to support our families or to support our expenses, okay? Now, what happens is, in South Africa, a lot, the expenses side tend to be more than the income.
Yeah.
And one of the biggest problems that people have is that they can't control it. It's just, it keeps on, the expenses just get more and more and more, but the income will only grow maybe once a year, unless you're a commission worker and you're willing to, put in an extra few hours. But at the end of the day,
That's me.
say again?
Oh well, I'm a commission worker, so
Yeah,
it depends what you put in.
And most of my consultants are also, they work just on commission. So if you have 10 people less this month than what you had last month, then this expenses is going to be even a bigger problem. You know what I'm saying?
Yep, that's the
Okay,
problem.
so the one thing that we got to focus on is earning an extra income. Now, previously in my presentations, I would have said go buy property or open a business or get a second job. But with the current situation we are in now, it's definitely not a possibility. So I'm just going to skip to the nice, the exciting part, and that is by trading shares on the stock market. Now, what we do at the Stock Market College, Judy, is we teach our people on a daily basis. We've got classes. I'm going to forward you those time schedules. We recently started doing the classes in the evenings from 6:30 till 9 o'clock. And then on Saturdays, I think from 9:30 in the morning till 1 or so. Now, the classes consist out of 3 modules, 3 sessions. Those 3 sessions gets repeated every single week. So if you miss one session this week, you can just fall back in on next week. The nice thing about it is our clients, when they do the Zoom meetings, the Zoom classes, and then obviously they can communicate with the person on the other side and ask questions. They help you quite nicely. They don't just have like a webinar and then you can't ask anybody anything and leaves you with more questions than answers. And some of the clients, our membership is for 36 months, but about 80% of our clients finish those 3 modules within the first 2 to 3 months. Meaning that after the first 2 to 3 months, some maybe 4 or 5 months, then they actually know exactly how to analyze the market, when to buy the shares, what to buy, when, the signals that we give them. They don't have questions anymore. They're quite literate when it comes to the stock market. And then they just, they don't have to come to the classes anymore. They don't have to join the classes anymore. Then you can just, sit at home, wait for the signals, and do your trading. But you still have the full 36 months to actually get any information that you want or any support that you need for the rest of the 36 months. So everything, all the benefits still stay there for the 36 months. Okay. Now, what I want to do quickly is, I don't want to be rude, but may I use Liberty as an example?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's say, for instance, Judy, I'm going to just unshare my screen quickly. I need to go to my board here at the back. Okay, I know that the lighting is a little bit, let me just move it maybe like that. All right, so I don't want to be rude, but I'm going to get a little bit personal about your job here now. So Judy, you work for Liberty, okay. explain to me quickly when you go to a client, and I'm not sure if this is your part of your job. If you go to a client, you basically go and tell them about the life insurance or pension funds or something like that that they can invest in.
Before that, we actually just see where their needs are, and then from that, we do like a financial needs analysis, and then from that, we during our discussion, I'll see what they actually need and what they want, and then do analysis on them, and then get a solution from that, and then send quotes.
Okay, fantastic. So at the end of the you look at the analysis. I'm just trying to get Liberty JSE. Okay, there we go. All right. So now let's say, for instance, I am a client of yours and I come to you and I say, okay, you know what? I am looking for a bit of an investment or like a life annuity or something that will pay out on my old day. Or do you guys do like fixed deposits?
Yeah, we do.
Okay. I'm going to use 10,000 Rand as an example. Let's say, for instance, Judy, I come to you and I say, okay, I've got 10,000 Rand and I want to invest my money with Liberty for let's say 3 years or 5 years.
Yeah.
Let's use 3 years. What is the kind of interest rate that I can look at for my money?
It depends what kind of, it's called a risk profile you fit into. So either you're willing to take risks in the market, or if you're very conservative with your
let's say I'm a risky man. I want to take risks.
Aggressive. So you have to prepare for some losses, but in the long run, you're going to get huge gains.
Okay, fantastic. I'm more than happy to take some losses and expect some huge gains. What is the percentage, more or less? Just give me a round figure, plus minus, doesn't have to be exact. Per annum.
Essentially, maybe 11%.
11%. Okay.
That's after obviously having some losses.
Yes.
Depending on the market.
11%, and then you guys still take your how can I say your cuts? Hello?
Hello?
Yeah. Sorry, if the 11%, is that before your deductions or after? The company?
Don't have my stuff in front of me now. It's essentially after.
Okay. Fantastic. All right. So what you are trying to tell me is, I'm just going to go to my calculator here. So if I take my 10,000 Rand and I'm going to invest it with you guys, I would essentially get, at the end of the first year, 11,100 Rand. That will be what's left in my account. So now, obviously, you guys also work with compound interest. Am I correct?
Yeah.
Okay, so now I'm going to take all of the money that I have in there. You guys are going to take it. You're going to reinvest it for me in the second year at another 11%. That means at the end of the second year, I'm going to have 12,321 Rand. And so on. Now let's take the 12,321 and I'm going to reinvest it again the third year at 11%. 12,321 times 11%. Which leaves me with 13,676 Rand.
Yeah.
Okay, do you agree with my calculation that I did there?
Yes, it looks around about right.
Round about right, okay. So if I had to take the 10,000 Rand that I initially invested with you guys, that means that I had made 3,676 Rand profit for that years. Okay, 3,676. Now, Judy, how many months are there in 3 years?
36, isn't there?
Okay, I want to take this 3,676. I'm going to divide it by 36. That leaves me
per month.
with 102 Rand and 11 cents per month. Judy, how many days are there in a month?
30 or 31, depending.
Let's take the 31 after 30. 102 and 11.
So you're calculating per day how much you're going to initially actually earn.
Say again?
Or calculating per day how much you would initially actually earn.
That is correct, yeah. I'm just trying to show you that with a 10,000 Rand. So now I went to Liberty, and Liberty is a fantastic company, but I went to Liberty and I said, right, here's 10 grand. And then Liberty comes to me and they say, okay, here's 3 Rand 40 a day.
Ish.
And Judy,
This is also
it's not only
longer
Liberty. You guys still give 11%. Banks like FNB gives 9%. ABSA gives the 6.5%. Sanlam and Old Mutual gives like 4.7 or 6%, at the most. But doesn't really matter what investment company it is. The basics are that is the type of returns that people can look at, and this is the kind of money. Now, whether this was 10,000 or 100,000, if I just add another zero there, then I can add another zero there.
it's the same kind of.
Yeah. So if I have 100,000 Rand, that means I'm making 34,000 Rand, 34 Rand on a daily basis. Now, I don't know about you, Judy, but I can't really buy a lot of things with 34 Rand.
Yeah.
These days, I have to triple that just to buy a packet of smokes.
Yeah, this is true.
You see. Okay. Now, Judy, I'm going to take a screenshot quickly of my phone here.
Yeah.
And I'm going to send you this. I am currently on my trading account.
Yeah.
And I am logged into Liberty Holdings.
Yeah.
Judy. Okay, so I'm sending you this quickly. That is the graph of Liberty Holdings. I'm going to go back to my thingy, and I'm going to go to the last 4 days of trades of Liberty Holdings. So let's say, for instance, there we go. At the very end of that graph, you'll see that the share price movement went up quite a bit. So let's take Liberty, for instance. On the 6th of May, the end of 6th of May, the beginning of the 7th, just check what time, it was 63 Rand and 10 cents a share, okay? At the current point as it stands now, it's 65.63. 65.63, okay. So this is the low price that it started with this morning, and this is the current price that is running at this moment in time. Okay. So now what I want to show you is if I had to go and take my 10,000 Rand and I went and bought shares directly into Liberty, my 10,000 Rand would have gotten me the next. I've got my 10,000, I'm going to buy shares at 63 Rand and 10 cents, which means I'm going to get 158 shares. Can you still, you can see my screen, Judy?
Yeah.
Okay. So I've got 158 shares. That's how many shares I could have bought with 10 grand. I'm going to take my 158 Rand of shares and I'm going to sell it. Let's say I'm selling it now at 65 Rand and 63 cents. That means I'll be left with 10,369 Rand and 54 cents. Okay. Do you see what's happening here?
Yeah.
So if I had to go buy shares directly into Liberty, I would have already made 370 bucks for the day, and it's not even 2 o'clock yet. So if I take my 370 bucks and I do that on an average basis, 370 times 365, I would have made 135,050 Rand for this year.
Yeah. That's way more than the actual just putting 10 grand on, because I know it's going through all different things to get there.
Yes. So now, there's nothing wrong with that. The problem is that the problem is that people don't have the knowledge. So I'm going to share my screen quickly again with you. What happens is people go to the banks or to the investment companies. You can see my screen again.
Yeah.
Okay, so people go to the investment companies and they say, right, let's say for instance now this is what bank do you bank with?
Standard Bank.
Standard Bank, right. So this is Standard Bank and this is you. And you take your money to Standard Bank and you say, right, I want to invest it now for that couple of years or whatever the case may be. What they do is, this is the route that your money is currently going. All these people here on your left-hand side are the people that's handling your money in order for a big stockbroker to trade with it anyway on the Johannesburg Stock Exchange.
Yeah.
So the money that you've currently got in your account at this point in time, people are trading with that money. They leave just enough to say, okay, well, Judy's only going to withdraw maybe 1,000 Rand today. We're going to leave that in. Or, you know, everything is electronically. There's not really physical money. So they just change a few numbers on the screen and Bob's your uncle. So now at the end of the day, your money follows this route. At the stockbroker takes your money. He trades with it on the JSE. For instance, now, if they had to take your money, invest it into Liberty, they would have made already 300 and something Rand, which is not it's not a lot. It's like 3 or something %, but that was in 4 hours. So now let's say that guy cashes out. Now he's got to take his piece. That guy needs to take his piece. Everybody needs to take their piece. And at the end of the day, yeah, the little bit that goes into your bank account, you know, that's literally the scrubs of the percentage, the interest.
I already do know.
You see.
Yeah.
So at the end of the, now what we do is we want to go, and I think I've got Standard Bank here. Yeah, there's Standard Bank's, if you had to go and buy shares into Standard Bank, let's say for the last 3 years, you know, yeah, with only 5,000 Rand, and this is only one trade a day, you would have already made in 2 years, you know, what you would have made for one trade, the same as what you would have made with, for instance, now Liberty. Yeah. So what we try and do with our clients, we try and teach our clients how to invest their money directly. Like I've showed you now on Liberty, I went into Liberty Holdings and I said, right, this is what the share price was. I could have gone this morning and I could have bought shares and I would have had already that type of profit just for the day. Now, the way we teach our people is obviously through the educational system that we have. And those educational system we are going to do, the educational training we do via Zoom, which obviously you are familiar now with. And yeah, like I said, the training sessions are usually about an hour, hour and a half, once or twice a week. The nice thing is that you don't have to attend every single class. You can attend one today, one tomorrow, or you know, one today, one the next day. You are going to choose when you want to sit in. The classes and the times are going to be exactly the same every single week. Okay. Now, I'm just going to go to our website at the moment because I want you to go and do some digging when I'm done here with you. Just share my screen again. All right, so this is our website, Stock Market College. I'm going to forward you the link of it as well. As you can see here, that is our direct line, 011-315-1000. And then obviously you can chat to anyone at that email address. We've also got a portal that we are going to get you on, like a self-help app on your phone, which you can access everything in order for you to, you know, to trade or communicate with the people and so on and so on. Now, I don't want to take you through the whole thing. There's some testimonials that you can go and look at and read a bit more about the course. What I do want to show you is this like a little 2-minute video. I'm just going to play you maybe a minute of it quickly. Will that be all right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, have a look how we look like in Johannesburg.
Okay.
I always plan on only playing that. I always plan on playing it only for a minute long, but then I get like into the groove. So then I just keep it playing. All right. So yeah, this is a website I've just forwarded you while it was playing. I forwarded you the link and so on. Yeah, you can find basically everything that you need. We're going to go there to the registration a little bit later. You'll find there's running comments there of our clients as they leave emails or WhatsApp messages or whatever the case may be. We like to just add them to the website, give us like a feel. Okay, then one of the questions that people do ask, and I did explain a little bit later, but let me just do a little bit more explanation, is how long does it take to complete the course? Now, as I said, your membership is for 36 months, but most of the people do finish the course like maybe 2 or 3 months, some 5 months, 6 months. But it's definitely not going to take you more than a year. It'll be within a year, and then you still have all the benefits of the company within that, the rest of the 36 months after that. Okay. Just some blogs and stuff you can go read up. We like to keep our clients up to date with what's happening. Also, you'll see here the new evening classes that we've launched now, which will be every evening. People started complaining, I have to work, there's no time during the day. So now we're doing
my brother-in-law attended classes, but the physical classes. Yeah, in the evening.
Yes, yeah. So some of the physical, we still have quite a few people here, even, before the lockdown, not at the moment. Strangely enough, in the Western Cape, a lot of people prefer to actually come to the office and sit, because we've got a stockbroker here that they can sit and speak to. And the nice thing about the classes, Judy, is it's not like the other companies where they give you like a webinar and they say, okay, we've taught you something now. You can go home now and go try it, see if it works. What happens with our classes is that you do physical trading while you're doing the training. So your first 1 or 2 sessions will obviously be on a demo account to get you used to the program. But within your first week, you can already start making money. And because the mentors, that's the lecturers that's giving the classes, they actually give classes on live trades. Now, in the evenings, it's going to be a little bit difficult with the CFDs because the Johannesburg Stock Exchange closes at 5 o'clock, but then they will move on to commodities or Forex, and they will actually do live trades. So while you are learning, you will be earning. Okay.
Yeah.
And at the bottom of the website, you'll see, I don't know if you're familiar with Hello Peter.
Yeah, I am.
Okay, I learned about Hello Peter when I came to Cape Town. I never knew anything about Hello Peter. But as we know, this is a complaint site. And we asked Hello Peter if we can actually add a little running commentary thing on our page. So as they are either complaining or complimenting, you will be able to see it here. Luckily for me now, there's 4 compliments and not complaints. At the moment, we've got a 4.6 rating out of 5. I don't even know what that means. The trust index is 8.6 out of 10. And then strangely enough, according to Hello Peter, we are currently 3rd in the country with our education. If you go and look that up, you'll see that UNISA is like 26, Kiro is like 13th. So I'm quite proud of that. I don't know if that just only falls under the financial sector, but 3rd is 3rd. Okay. So that is basically a lot of the stuff that you can go and look, once we're done with the presentation, go and do a little bit more searching. Feel free to go on Hello Peter, go read some of the comments, some of the complaints. You'll find on Hello Peter that every single complaint that we do have on the website, our managing director's wife, Zelda van Pletsen, she has replied to every single person and then obviously given them a solution for their problems. So that was also quite nice. Okay. Judy, before we discuss on how much money you're going to have to pay me, do you have any questions for me?
Okay, so I do understand what the whole class is every night because I saw it through my brother-in-law.
Okay.
So will there be any materials or how will it work? Or
what do you mean materials?
As in, teaching how to do it, but then, okay, never mind. I'm just thinking about it now.
Like training materials?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, they hook you up with everything that you need. So not only do you get you don't only get the classes. They actually once we get your email address, you will be updated daily. So you'll get newsletters, you'll get anything that you need in order to improve your knowledge on trading will be provided. And then obviously, if there is something that they didn't give you that you say that you think, okay, but I need a little bit more of this, then you just ask, and then they will. As soon as you join the company, you get your own mentor. So that's the person you will get his direct WhatsApp line. So anything you need, or you get stuck with either a trade, or you need some advice on trading after hours, or before the classes, then that guy is going to say, okay, Judy, what do you want? And then he's going to sort you out.
Yeah.
Yes, and then obviously everything. Once you do become a client, you will get a portal. I'm just, for the fun of it, going to just take you through that quickly. So on the portal, this is what your portal will look like. Okay. So on the portal, this is like a self-help app. Can you see my screen? I didn't even ask.
Yeah.
Okay. So this is like a self-help app. So if you go here into your affiliate portal, all the information, we've tried to convert them mostly to videos. So everything that they do in classes, they've got some little bits and snips here, where you can go and watch that a little bit afterwards. But you'll see that once you do, you do the classes, after every class, they do email every single person the necessary stuff that they've done, and every single training session gets recorded anyway, so that you can go and review it afterwards.
Okay, perfect.
Okay, so now let's get to the money side of things. Now, seeing that we are a college, I want you to look at this as, let's call it school fees. But the nice thing about this school is once you actually start trading, once you actually become a client, you can start making money from the get-go. Now, it looks weird from my computer, but everything that I write, do you see it backwards or do you see it normally?
I see it normal.
Okay. So once you become a client, we introduce you to the profit course, okay? The profit course, basically, you get your live trading account. Now, this live trading account is directly linked to the Johannesburg Stock Exchange. So let's say, for instance, Judy, our company, for whatever reason, goes either bankrupt or whatever the case may be, then your license is still valid at the Johannesburg Stock Exchange. So your trading account stays open, and obviously they will just refer you to a different mentor, which is there. So it's not like when we go down, then you go down. It's not going to be a situation like that. Everything is recorded at the Johannesburg Stock Exchange. You're going to get full education on everything that you need. You're going to get your platform, which is MT5, MetaTrader 5. That is the platform that you're going to use. Kobus is going to send you a link where you're going to open your platform, open a demo account, and then download the MetaTrader 5 so long, and do the demo account so that when you start with the classes, then everything is set up and everything, and then you can go play around with that. MetaTrader 5 is not our, we don't own MetaTrader 5. We did, however, buy the licenses for the South African use of MetaTrader 5, but it's a free app available on Google Play, which you can go and download anytime. Okay. Number 4 is you get your own mentor, and then you get 24 hours, 24/7 backup and support. So any time of the day, because we are within the Forex markets, and the Forex markets are from Monday to Friday, 25/7, call it that, 24/5. Yeah, that's the right one, huh? 24/5.
Yeah.
And then the Johannesburg Stock Exchange is from 9 in the morning till 5 in the afternoon. Okay. And then the nice thing about it is you get to make use of Quick Trade. Now, Quick Trade is our stockbroker, as I mentioned before, and we do have one of the lowest commission costs when it comes to trading. Not the lowest, because obviously we've got a lot of other benefits that you can benefit from. Okay, so this is, let me just send you a picture of this as well. And now, not only if you become a client, well, not if, when you become a client, Judy, then we are going to register you for the affiliate program. I'm going to explain the affiliate program quickly before I do the pricing. The affiliate program is something that we stole from a guy called Jeff Bezos. Do you know who that is?
No.
The owner of Amazon. So basically,
Oh, wait, yes. Sorry. I
yes,
was like thinking for a while. I'm trying to think what sector.
no problem.
Yeah.
So he recruited people to get people to buy on his online business. So that is what you call an affiliate program. So what we did is, for the first couple of years of our business, we only started the affiliate program, let's say about a year and a half ago. So our clients were making money, and obviously when they are making money, and once you're going to start making money, you're going to start, letting people know this is what I'm doing at the moment, and I'm making quite, a bit of money, and don't you want to get involved? So more than about 2 years ago, we started to think, but how can we remunerate people? So a year and a half ago, we started the affiliate program, and we said that, okay, let's say for instance, Judy becomes a client, and then Judy starts trading. Judy is happy. Judy goes to someone else and tells them about the company. You don't have to do like a presentation. You just say, like, I'm trading. You want to be involved? You send me that name and number. I do a presentation. And if I sign them up, I will pay into your bank account 1,500 Rand per person. Okay. As a referral, thank you. Now, just keep this in mind. I'm not going to go into detail with the affiliate program now, but this is the kind. I'm going to be honest with you that we've got a couple of clients that's currently making more money on the affiliate program than what they are making with the JSE. Let me tell you that. Because they got a lot of friends. You just need to ask yourself, how many friends do you have that wants to make money? Okay. So the profit course, you get a 36 months membership. In those 36 months, you're going to have to pay 249 Rand per month for your mentor, your trading signals, and your updates for your platform. For the full profit course, it costs 24,780 Rand. Wait before you fall off your chair. Then you still need to have at least a minimum. You can start with like 2,000 or 3,000 Rand, but we suggest that you have at least a minimum of 5,000 Rand in your trading account to start making money. Okay. Now, Judy, if we look at this picture, we're looking at 29,780. Now, I'm going to tell you this can be paid cash. You can put it on a credit card. You can EFT it. You can pay it out of your stock file, whatever the case may be. But to be honest with you, and I know what your answer is going to be, Judy, do you have this cash available for this product?
Well, not exactly my current account. I would have to take from my actual investments now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Keep that on ice, all right? You can. Now, I'm going to give you another proposal here, and then you need to decide between the two of them. Okay.
Yeah.
The whole product, the full course for the 36 months costs 24,780 Rand. Like I said, this is payable cash. But to be honest with you, Judy, that about 70% of the people that I come across that becomes client, they don't have 27 or 29,000 Rand available. Not 24,000, nevertheless, the 5,000 Rand to trade. So now this is the second option. Your first option is to actually pay cash, but your second option will be financing. And this is where you're going to have to decide how you feel about financing. We make use of a company called CTI. All of these pens just don't want to work now. We make use of a company called CTI. So for the last 10 years, we made use of CTI. They eventually said, you know what? Your clients are making money. Why don't we finance your clients with that amount? So we made a deal with CTI and we said, okay, help our clients with the financing and we'll help them make money to pay you back. So CTI said, okay, open them a trading account. We will take the 24,780. They will pay SMC directly. Your full 36 months subscription finishes klar. They take the 5,000 Rand. They put it into your trading account. Now, your trading account is going to be linked with your bank account, which is currently Standard Bank at yours. All right. Now, this 5,000 Rand is going to go into your trading account. You are going to use those daily signals and the classes that we are currently giving, and you're going to trade. All right. Now, this 5,000 Rand is eventually, it's going to have to grow. CTI decided, okay, we are going to give your clients, Stock Market College, almost around 60 months, 60 days, 60 days before the first installment of 1,475 Rand is going to be deducted from your bank account. Okay, This
Sounds
1475.
better.
Sorry.
Sounds better than the whole amount together at once.
Yes, yeah. So then we finance you and then we give you 60 days. The reason we give you 60 days is because we want you to make this kind of money plus profit before you start paying back, for the full amount. So then we said, okay, after 60 days, we're going to start charging you 1,475 Rand a month. And this is going to be a contract for 36 months. But Judy, if you're going to pay for 36 months, you're going to end up paying over 50,000 Rand, which is not what I'm trying to do here. All right. CTI has said to us, okay, we can help you guys to settle their amounts within 3 months, 6 months, 8 months, 12 months, so on and so on and so on. So for every 3 months later, your interest will go up a little bit, but obviously the sooner that you pay it, the less interest you are going to pay. You still with me?
Yeah.
Okay. So after the 60 days, 1,475 Rand is going to come off the bank account. This 5,000 Rand here, with the trading signals that I've showed you, I didn't actually show you the other trading signals. I wanted to show you the one where, I think it's the Aspen one, the first graph that I showed you. I showed you the growth. That was actually yesterday's trade that they said to buy at 126 and sell a little bit later. That kind of money, you can make an average of between 100 to 2,000 to 3,000 Rand on a daily basis, depending on how much money you have in your trading account. Now, let's take it on the worst case scenario. Let's say you only make 100 Rand a day. 100 Rand a day is 500 a week. It's 2,000 a month. 60 days later, it's 4,000 Rand that you will have in your trading account extra. That's 9 grand, okay? Now, with 9,000 Rand, you can buy a shitload more shares. But what we want you to do is, once you have profits in your trading account, we don't have access to your trading account. The government doesn't have access to your trading account, and not even SARS can see what is in your trading account. They can't do anything about it, though. So what we want you to do is the profits that you make from the 5,000 Rand that we've given you, I just want you that before that date comes for that deduction to go off, transfer that amount from your trading account to your bank account, and it's going to pay for itself. The whole idea that we want you to do here is the money we give you, you must make profit, and that profit needs to pay for the full amount of the course.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So all in all, the total would be that you're 24,780 or 29. Sorry.
Yeah, the course package, the course price is 24,780. Okay, but then you still need to at least add
29.
Some money into your trading account. So this is your two options. You've got the financing through CTI. Obviously, for that, I'm going to need your name, surname, ID number, proof of residence, your address, and then gross and net. And then obviously there will be a payslip to assess involved. Or you can do it, the cash way, where you just settle everything from the straight beginning. But now a lot of my clients come to me and they say, okay, you know what? What if I just want the money to go off my bank account and I just want to leave it in my trading account? Then I say, hang on, don't let the money go off your bank account or your payslip or your salary, whatever the case may be. Remember earlier, I told you something called the affiliate program. So within the next 60 days, how many people do you think you can refer to me once you start making money?
Quite a lot, because I've been in the finance sector.
And
they're also looking at other means.
Yeah, and you've got the advantage. You've got so many clients that want to invest. Now, actually, you can show them how to do it a little bit quicker. So
I already have a referred one person already, and he's my client.
Yes, then Kobus will probably do a little presentation to them, and then by the end of this week or next week, I'll probably have an answer for you. You'll most probably have your first 1,500 Rand get paid over to you.
Yeah.
Won't that be great?
Yeah.
So what I usually tell people, don't stress, because if you think that you're not going to have the time or whatever, or spend the effort or wanting to transfer the money to your bank account, just give me one person a month that they refer to me. I sign them up, and your installment is done, finished, klar.
Yeah.
5 or 6 months later, this account has grown from 5,000 to 30 or 40,000, but now they've already deducted about 7,000 to 8,000 Rand. You're left with 23, like 17, call it somewhere there, that you left to pay 6 months, settle it, everything you make from there, is clean profit.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. Have you got any questions from me? Because I know that was quite a mouthful.
Yeah. So essentially, it'll be the whole deduction of the
1475.
the 1474 every month, and then if we have affiliate, that will cover that cost. And then how many months essentially will be going off our trading account? Because it'll be more than if it's for 36 months, it'll be obviously more than the 29,000.
Okay, so the 1,475 is only for 36 months. Okay.
Yeah.
The 249 is also for the 36 months, but if you want to extend your trading signals and the classes and whatever, after that you can still, activate the 249. I don't know if I answered your question now.
But if it's for the 36, oh yeah, okay, so every 3 months then.
Yeah, so if you become a client now and you're going to start trading, so the first month, let's say, where are we now? In May, the 6th of May, June. So your first installment will only be in July, okay?
Oh yeah, so it's every 3 months. Oh, okay, that's what I was wondering.
Yeah. Then
so it was for every month, it would be more than the 29. Yeah.
Yeah, the interest rate is going to basically grow.
Yeah.
I think the interest rate is the normal interest rate. I think it's now on 25.25, which is quite a lot. That is for the full 36 months. So what they did is on 3 months, I think it's 19%. On 6 months, I think it's like 20.1 or something like that. But the sooner you settle the full amount, the less the settlement amount will be less than the actual amount worked out over a period of 5 years. If that makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah.
So your objective will be to make as much money as you can within the next 3 to 4 months, so that you can settle it one way. Okay.
Sounds good.
Fantastic.
So it's every 3 months, essentially.
So every 3 months. So if you settle it within 3 months, you get so much. From 3 months up until 6 months, it's so much interest. From 6 months to 12 months, up to you get the picture.
Yeah.
Okay. So that is fantastic. You just need to make the decision for me, Judy, whether you are going to dig into your investments or whether you want to go the CTI financing route. Should you go through the CTI financing route, I'm going to send you a WhatsApp now of details that I'm going to need. Basic details, it's just your name, surname, your residential address. The address should be preferably one that you can prove where you live. So if we need a proof of residence for the FICA, for the FICA purposes,
then I know the whole procedure.
Yeah. All right. And then your gross income and net income, and then they will let me know if it's going to be, they want to assess your pay slips or your bank statements or whatever the case may be, and then we take it from there. Once I have an answer back from them, we do the online registration, and then 24 hours later, you've got your account up and running, and you can do your first classes.
Okay, sounds good. I think I'll probably do the CTR route.
Okay, fantastic. So can I send you a WhatsApp with that? Sorry?
Oh, yeah. Since I'm a commission earner and really only started before it was in a different country, but started in January, it's like commission based. So I suppose if I can just earn my pay slips that way, but with the commission statements, but then it's not like a salary. It's more a fluctuating salary. It's not
that's 100%. If you have to give me more. What they are going to want is the last pay slip, the amount that's on the last pay slip. So anything before that doesn't really. If it's more or less the same, then it's quite fine.
Oh yeah.
Okay. If they see a lot of fluctuation, then they will request bank statements to see.
I'd rather do bank statements because obviously since all of this happened, I'm not earning as much as I did.
Yes. Yeah. No, that's fine. You see, they're not looking at April. They're looking anything from March before that. April, they're still giving us a little bit of grace on April because April, a lot of people didn't get, anything. So they're just going to look at, when they look at bank statements, they're going to look at funds in and out. So you can just have the last 3 pay slips already. Obviously, did you get paid for April?
What we made? No, I didn't make any sales in April.
Okay, all right, not a problem.
All of them were like after lockdown, and then essentially extended, and now they're like, oh, okay.
Okay.
So for May, well,
Okay.
April, maybe not. Oh yeah, wait. No. April, I made one. Sorry, I'm thinking of the March when it started. April, yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm trying to like calculate in my head.
No problem. Do you have have you received like a commission slip yet from your work for April?
Not yet. Tomorrow is our closing, so essentially on Monday I'll be receiving the pay slip.
Okay. All right. Fantastic. It's not a problem. I'm going to type out the details quickly of what I'm going to need, and then yeah, we'll take it from there. We'll see what we can work out for you.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. If there is any questions, you're more than welcome to send me a WhatsApp or speak to Kobus. Whatever he doesn't know, you must probably ask me. And yeah. In the meantime, think of other people that also might be interested. Like I said, you don't have to give them too much information. You just have to ask them, are you interested? Can I give this guy's number or your number to this guy, whatever the case may be.
You have my one first affiliate. I have to actually tell Kobus that because I actually like screenshotted his name and said, okay, this is the situation.
Kobus is giving a thumbs up there on my screen, so he knows about it.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Judy, I'd like to thank you very much for giving me the opportunity to present to you. And yeah, send me those details as soon as possible, and then we can get going.
Okay, perfect. Thank you so much.
Very big pleasure. You must have a fantastic day.
You too.
All right. Bye-bye.